Thank you for sitting down with me for the last segment of our summer journey to explore Trinity's mission and values. This month I sat down with Dr. Jacob Tingle, Trinity Class of 95, and co-director of the Center for Experiential Learning and Career Success, and with Dr. Michelle Johnson, a professor in the Department of Biology and a recent recipient of the Award for Outstanding Mentorship from the Council on Undergraduate Research. Together, we discussed our values of discovery and impact as individuals and as a community. In a breath, Trinity calls this perpetual discovery. Jacob, I want to start with a question for you. We inspire lifelong curiosity. As an alumnus, what does lifelong learning look like for you?
I think curiosity is the key word. As a student, I was a double major in religion and communication. And as a religion student, I was constantly forced to ask and to think about the question, why? And then as a communication major, I was taught to explore the world as a means to help understand it better and my own place within it. One weekend I was able to spend at a religious festival in Mexico to finish my capstone project that helped marry my two majors together. The big two things, in short, the Trinity experience helped me ask questions why and ask what if.
Mm-hmm. So you're talking about the past. You're on campus today. What programs do you see nurturing that kind of experience, and do they have any reach beyond current students? Do they have an impact on our community?
Sure. I think there are a number of programs, and I'm sure Michelle will speak to some of those as well. The ones that immediately jump to my mind are the ones that I have more constant interaction with, or regular interaction with, and one of them is the Arts, Letters, and Enterprise minor and the internships that come through that, and then also our Faculty Fellows program. In addition to the ALE program, the Mexico, the Americas, and Spain, and the Students Plus Startups internship programs, those three programs in the summer really are remarkable in terms of getting students engaged in the San Antonio community. And so those are three areas for me that change students' lives, that change faculty's lives, and then also impact both local and more broadly the global community.
Yeah. Another one of the signpost phrases we use is to say that we create new knowledge. Think about your role as a faculty member, your own research, the way that you supervise research among students. Could you share with us some of the things that Trinity is doing to improve access to research and experiential learning opportunities for everyone?
Sure. So undergraduate research and experiential learning are really transformative experiences for many of our students. And it's important that a diverse population of students have access to these kinds of opportunities. And some of the ways that Trinity facilitates that kind of opportunity is through our summer research program. So the kinds of experiences that the students have in research start from identifying a question that's an interesting question to ask. What is a new way of thinking about a field? And what can one student or one team do to investigate new areas of that field? So identifying a question that is a new and interesting area for research is an opportunity that often can grow from classroom experience, but is not something that you can deeply investigate in a classroom experience.
So one of the things that you do as a faculty member is that you continue the long tradition of the teacher-scholar.
So as a university full of teachers who are scholars, full of students who are learning to be scholars, it means that Trinity is not just a place where we come to learn things that others have discovered, but that we are participants in the global pursuit of deeper understanding in every field on campus.
Mm-hmm. So as we think about the ways that you have both talked about perpetual discovery, one of the final signposts we talk about is we think deeply and act meaningfully. How would you think about the way that the liberal arts in a theory-practice model is also a great way to think about perpetual discovery and finding meaningfulness in what we teach?
I think and try to encourage our students as they're pursuing classes outside of their major or in a second major or in other ways to think about that holding on to, or in some cases maybe rediscovering, that real deep sense of curiosity, that what if or why kinds of questions that that they might not get to ask once they leave the boundaries, leave the walls of the institution.
Well, this is exciting as I talk with both of you to think about what perpetual discovery means for our students and the ways that you both live that as a part of your commitment to being lifelong learners yourselves. Thanks again for joining us for this conversation series to learn more about Trinity's values. Perpetual discovery is lifelong learning, and it is a value that has been core to Trinity's DNA for 150 years. To propel the Trinity story forward for the next 150 years, I ask you, what drives you to keep learning, to keep discovering? Share with me via email or on Twitter. I love hearing from the Trinity community. We are confident, curious catalysts, eager to use our love of learning to make the world a better place. I am excited to continue discovering with you as we accelerate what's next for Trinity. We are a force in motion.